Y'all, my 3-year-old son just kissed me on my forehead. That felt nice. I was having a rough day today. And I just kneeled down just to make sure he was okay. And he gave me a hug and kissed me on my forehead. That just made my year. So I read y'all's comments. Gentle mama, gentle child, glad you got back centered. That was sweet. This is so nice. I appreciate that. But here's the really interesting one. I wanted to kind of spotlight this one. It says, that was God to hang in there. Be gentle. Don't get mad at them. Be patient. And then this guy goes on to say, that was God to stay with it. I think he meant don't. He just forgot to do the NT. Don't get mad at them. Just love them. And I found that disturbing. To people like that guy, I got one question. Do y'all not love y'all kids? Because I'm like, you know what? And maybe it's on me. Maybe it's on me because I think when most people complain about their day and then they have kids, maybe he put, I had a rough day and I have kids. Maybe he put those together and was like, oh, they're the reason for your rough day. No. Okay, here's one thing about me. I am very intentional. And I tend to take my time with things. And although I didn't really plan to have kids, in fact, it's a miracle that I have them because I was told, my husband and I were told for years we couldn't have them. They were a surprise. I am so grateful to have them. So like when I was talking about how hard my day was, I'm still getting used to this idea of scapegoating kids every time something goes wrong in my life as an adult. Now, there are a lot of people who do that. Like, they'll blame their actions or inaction on the fact that they have kids. I, for one, am not one of those people who do that. It's not to say that I've never caught myself doing it. Because there has been times when I would be like, let's say going to the gym, for example. I don't feel like going to the gym because one of my kids was up all night, wasn't feeling well, so I'm just not going to go to the gym, Well, that one makes sense because there's actually like a babysitter thing at the gym and I don't want the kids to spread whatever they have going on the night before. But let's just say, for whatever reason, it's just like I still have my own life, right? So I can't say, oh, I had such a rough day because of these kids. No, I have rough days because I'm an adult and adult stuff happened. Now, for my kids, that's something separate. I guess I'll just explain. Like with my son, he sees me and he realizes when I'm, going through it. My daughter is always like glued to my hip, Yeah, it's stressful. But at the same time, it's like they're kids, They're growing, they're developing. And let's just be real. They're me. They're little me's. So it's like they're vulnerable too. Like they're like at my mercy, like at all times. So I'm gonna do the best that I can to keep the stresses of the day off of them and away from them. And sometimes it does get overwhelming and my kids, they see me, And my son, he's a very protective and affectionate person when he feels like it. Most times he's like rambunctious. But if he knows I'm having a rough day, what got me more than anything was how kids, they know when something's wrong and they respond if you let them. And it just really blew my mind that he was like, man, look at mom, maybe mom just needs, a hug. Maybe mom just needs, and I never taught him this or anything. It was just so intriguing. But I wasn't like, oh man, I got these kids. I don't even know how to act the way some people act about their kids. But I have to say, I am very blessed that I have such a unique relationship with my children to where they know that, mom She has her adult life and we're kids. And we don't have to worry about what's going on with mom as an adult. But it just really fascinated me that my son was like, I'm gonna do something nice for mom. Nobody ever taught him that or anything. I'm just so fascinated with the fact that, when you think of kids, you think of them as these little undeveloped or underdeveloped folks. Maybe they're not thinking, they're just only thinking about their next meal or their diaper change. But no, they really are, I hate to say they really are people, but they're more than just these little needy beings that need to be taken care of. And I just really thought that was great. I mean, even that day, like it was just a rough day. He didn't have anything to do with the kids. It's just sometimes you have days like this.